Question number 1. Consider the following statements. 1. In the first Lok Sabha, the single largest party in the opposition was the Swatantra Party. 2. In the Lok Sabha, a leader of the opposition was recognized for the first time in 1969. 3. In the Lok Sabha, if a party does not have a minimum of 75 members, its leader cannot be recognized as the leader of the opposition. Which of the statements given above are correct? A. 2 and 3 only. B. 2 only. C. 1 and 3 only. D. 1, 2 and 3. The correct option is B. Question number 2. Which of the following leaf modifications occurs in the desert areas to inhibit water loss? 1. Hard and waxy leaves. 2. Tiny leaves. 3. Thorns instead of leaves. Select the correct answer using the code given below. A. 2 and 3 only. B. 2 only. C. 3 only. D. 1, 2 and 3. The correct option is D. Question number 3. As per the NSSO 70th Round Situation Assessment Survey of Agricultural Households, consider the following statements. 1. Rajasthan has the highest percentage share of agricultural households among its rural households. 2. Out of the total agricultural households in the country, a little over 60% belong to OBCs. 3. In Kerala, a little over 60% of agricultural households reported to have received maximum income from sources other than agricultural activities. Which of the statements given above are correct? A. 2 and 3 only. B. 2 only. C. 1 and 3 only. D. 1, 2 and 3. The correct option is C. Question number 4. How is the National Green Tribunal, NGT, different from the Central Pollution Control Board, CPCB? The NGT has been established by an act, whereas the CPCB has been created by an executive order of the government. B. The NGT provides environmental justice and helps reduce the burden of litigation in the higher courts, whereas the CPCB promotes cleanliness of streams and wells, and aims to improve the quality of air in the country. Which of the statements given above are correct? A. 1 only. B. 2 only. C. Both 1 and 2. D. Neither 1 nor 2. The correct option is B. Question number 5. Consider the following statements. 1. The Parliament of the India can place a particular law in the 9th schedule of the Constitution of India. 2. The validity of a law placed in the 9th schedule cannot be examined by any court and no judgment can be made on it. Which of the statements given above are correct? A. 1 only. B. 2 only. C. Both 1 and 2. D. Neither 1 nor 2. The correct option is A. Question number 6. Which one of the following best describes the term merchant discount rate sometimes seen in news? A. The incentive given by a bank to a merchant for accepting payments through debit cards pertaining to that bank. B. The amount paid back by banks to their customers when they use debit cards for financial transactions for purchasing goods or services. C. The charge to a merchant by a bank for accepting payments from his customers through the bank's debit cards. D. The incentive given by the government to merchants for promoting digital payments by their customers through point-of-sales, POS, machines and debit cards. The correct option is C. Question number 7. What is the consequences of a country becoming the member of the nuclear suppliers group? 1. It will have access to the latest and most efficient nuclear technologies. 2. It automatically becomes a member of the Treaty on the Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons NPT. Which of the statements given are correct? A. 1 only. B. 2 only. C. Both 1 and 2. D. Neither 1 or 2. The correct option is A. Question number 8. With reference to India's decision to levy an equalization tax of 6% on online advertisement services offered by non-resident entities, which of the following statements are correct? 1. It is introduced as a part of the Income Tax Act. 2. Non-resident entities that offer advertisement services in India can claim a tax credit in their home country under the double taxation avoidance agreements. Select the correct answer using the code given below. A. 1 only. B. 2 only. C. Both 1 and 2. D. Neither 1 nor 2. The correct option is D. Question number 9. Consider the following statements. 1. The Fiscal Responsibility and Budget Management (FRBM) Review Committee report has recommended a debt-to-GDP ratio of 60% for the general, combined, government by 2023, comprising 40% for the central government and 20% of the state governments. 2. The central government has domestic liabilities of 21% of GDP as compared to that of 49% of GDP of the state governments. 3. As per the Constitution of India, it is mandatory for a state to take the central government's consent for raising any loan if the former owes any outstanding liabilities to the latter. Which of the statements given above are correct? A. 1 only. B. 2 and 3 only. C. 1 and 3 only. D. 1, 2 and 3. The correct option is C. Question number 10. Consider the following statements. 1. The quantity of imported edible oils is more than the domestic production of edible oils in the last 5 years. 2. The government does not impose any customs duty on all the imported edible oils as a special ease. Which of the statements given above are correct? A. 1 only. B. 2 only. C. Both 1 and 2. D. Neither 1 nor 2. The correct option is A. For more updates, don't forget to subscribe, like, share and hit the bell icon for instant notification. To know more about competitive exams, how to prepare and free counseling classes, contact us. Contact details are mentioned in description.